Yo guys, it's Vin, and today we're going to be doing another ranked replay analysis. This one is about the importance of want versus need in Brawlhalla. Doing things that you want to do versus doing things that you absolutely need to do to win the game. And the whole idea is that you want to cut out as many unnecessary actions as possible so you can win the game in the easiest and most efficient way possible. And now, don't get me wrong, doing things that you want to do are very important for Brawlhalla because one, they keep the game fun, which is, in my opinion, the most important aspect of the most important factor to playing and improving in a video game. And also, two, they keep your opponent on their toes because if you do something that's not really optimal in the moment, but you want to do it, it has a pretty good chance of hitting them if they're not expecting it. Now, you're going to see this player doing a lot of unnecessary movements, and you're going to see him commit to things a lot. And now, committing to things in Brawlhalla isn't bad necessarily, because if you commit to something, it has a way better chance of hitting than if you change your mind halfway through. But if you do it in the way that I was doing in this match, where I was doing a very non-committal action, and halfway through I would just take the time to react to my opponent, it allowed me to get so much more free damage than my opponent, on the other hand, who was literally just committing over and over again. And you're going to see this from the very first stock. This player doesn't really adapt to me at all, by the way, which is what allows me to get a lot of free damage. Anyway, he gets the weapon first, and watch this. He dash dances, or he does a dash jump, and he immediately turns around. And then this tells me that he had no intention to hit me, which I guess is fair. This is a premeditated action again, right? He dash jumped and then he dash jumped away, which is okay because you see it baits out a move for me because this is a really late punish. But right here, he should have dashed and lated me. But instead, he committed to the fact that he wanted to dash dance, which, if you think about it, he committed to 2 baits in a row when I'm on one end of the stage and I'm unarmed. Why? Right? Why would you dash jump back, and then dash dance just to bait out an unarmed move? In my opinion, like, the 1 is enough. And in reality, you really shouldn't even be doing 1 right there. He should have just tried to hit me. Because he saw I didn't really do anything in the start, right? Anyway, he catches a really nice read, but watch this. He does a chase dodge forward nair. He already used his recovery earlier, so if he caught that, he wouldn't have really had anything to follow me up with, so this could have been very dangerous if he hit it. It's probably better that he didn't. That dash jump reverse dare that he did is, like, okay, I guess. Like, he wanted to do it, sure, right? But it's okay in the first stock to miss actions. It's perfectly normal. Even Sandstorm, like, literally everyone will miss things in the start. But it's important to react to your opponent and adapt to them as the match progresses. You'll see this, my opponent doesn't adapt at all, and he keeps going for things, especially when I spawn in on my second and third stock. Anyway, I miss a really bad sidelight, but anyway. He does adapt to my dodge, though. I dodge up, and he'll catch that later, which is good. Watch this. You need to know how your moves hit, right? I did a sidelight, which was very bad, but it was actually pretty good on his part, right? Because he fast fell into my zone, and then he jumped away, which baited out my sidelight, which is fair, right? Right here, though, he should have just sidelighted right here. But instead, he did a dash sidelight. If he was going to dash, he should have done a dash endlight instead. You just have to know where your moves are going to hit. It's fair, though. It's okay. Might have just been a little bit of a nervous mistake. I don't blame him. So he does a dash dance into immediate desync. Look at me. I dare, but I don't really fall into it, right? You're going to see this throughout the whole match. I'm not really doing anything. I'm constantly drifting away from him. I'm running away from him just to gather data. And he doesn't adapt to it at all. I get a quick dash sidelight. I go for a read. It doesn't work. It's fine. He gets a nice sidelight there because I have no dodge, I guess. And he gets a great ground pound. And watch this. I dodge up into his desync. He destroyed me, right? And he wants to carry on that momentum because look how much of a lead he has. But watch how I just take it back. Look at this. Look at this guy. Just dash jumping for no reason. And I'm not to say that this is a bad player or anything, but look, he's dash jumped like 9 times so far. There's no reason for him to be dash jumping constantly, right? If it doesn't work the first time, sure. If you go for it again, it's fair, I guess. You can test the waters. Maybe it was a fluke. Maybe you just missed. But he did it like 9 times. I wasn't really counting, but let's just say like 9 times and it didn't work at all. You should probably just adapt at the second or third one. You shouldn't let it get to there because that's just a lot of wasted time. He wastes so much time it allows me to get a weapon, right? He's still dash dancing, right? But this is the difference between my dash jump. Sorry, dash jump. I keep saying dash dance. My bad, guys. Dash jump. The difference between mine and his is that I pick up my weapon, right? He does a dash jump, right? He immediately turns around, so this is a premeditated action, and he's attacking where I was. I am here, and he's not attacking where I will be. If he takes the time to just react like I'm doing, see, I dash jump, I react to him, I dodge back, and then I Sair. Perfect. I do a side sig, which in reality it should have been a D-sig instead. Judging by the way this guy is playing, of course, I haven't hit him before, so I can't really get a hard read, but I should have a very general sense that he's going to dodge in, because, like, honestly, do you think that this type of player is going to dodge any other way besides in? Anyway, especially with the way he's playing. Anyway, he catches that great up dodge read. That's good. That dare was okay, I guess. I mean, I feel like I was kind of low for that. Like, I was really, really low. I would have had to jump into that. And, you know, again, I'm not really doing anything throughout this whole match, so there's no way I was going to jump into it. But honestly, it was okay because he gets into a nice recovery clash kind of right there. And he's just edge guarding me. But here, and of course, I do dodge into the wall here, which is not a very good option for me, but he gives up his stage control for like the 4th time this encounter, which this is where the tables turn. I have stage control, and now I know everything I need to do, not want to do, but I need to do to win this game. I throw out a side sig. Look at this. This guy wanted so bad. He saw in his mind that he wanted to do a GC side sig. Fair. If you want to mix up with a GC side sig, go for it. But first, you gotta look where I am. It's good to have a plan, but you gotta adapt when things change. Look at this. Look how far away I am. It's not like I'm gonna side sig and then dash up to him with a ground. I mean, I might, but like, it's not like it's not like that was like the definite option. This is a very committal thing. To waste your dodge when I'm this far away on bow is very, very dangerous, and you'll see how I capitalize. He does a GC side sig, right? Look at me. I'm not even dashing. This player is, in contrast, this player is dashing all over me when I'm just looking at him, right? He throws out a very big GC side sig, and I just walk away from him because my spacing is a lot better. And I'm just reacting. I'm just playing things slow. I'm not doing anything more than what's on the screen. I'm just watching and executing. Do a D-light, Sair, chase dodge down dare. That was optimal. And he dodges into the stage. Very typical mistake. Something I did earlier in the match. So I just catch a nice dash from ground pound. Reality, this guy had everything. I hit him when he had all his options left. He did a jump into a recovery into a dodge. He had a jump left. He could have jumped directly up, dodged if he needed to, and then ground pounded me when I missed my ground pound. But he dodges into the stage, cancels out, and, you know, I just get a free ground pound. So anyway, watch this. He's an invincibility frame, so I guess it's fair, right? He's dashing all over the place. But, like, and honestly, that was fair. He caught me with a nice sidelight, but what is the reward for doing this D-sig right here, right? What is the reward? He wanted to do it. He had this plan that he was going to D-sig, but you gotta think before every single input. If he hits the D-sig, what? He's gonna send me upwards? What is he gonna do after that? I can just, by the way he's playing, I can very easily, like, I don't think he's going to capitalize on it. And I also have the platforms to my advantage. I can also throw my weapon down. Honestly, sending a player up on this kind of map when there's a lot of platforms, it's pretty difficult to capitalize on it. And now, also looking at this, if you were to send me sideways, it's not even like he would send me off stage, so there really wasn't too much of a reward for that D-sig. He probably could have sent out his sidelight and would have been way safer, because look at this. If he does a sidelight right, like if he does a sidelight really early, he would have either hit me, and if he missed, he would have still dodged my D-light. He falls down with the Sair, and I see that dodge out. I'm going to capitalize on that very soon. This player is just attacking me as soon as he can, right? Look at this. If you're going to attack somebody, it's gotta be where they are going to be. You're attack not to where they are, but where they are going to be. But, you know, attacking where they are is way better than what this guy is doing. This guy is just attacking because he wants to. Watch this. Where is it? He lands on the platform, right? He does a dash jump dare. Why? First of all, what is the reward for hitting this dare? Not much, right? It's just a single dare. He probably is not going to catch a read on it. Maybe if he reads my dodge up, which I've been doing this whole match, but, you know, he only reads it like once, right? Anyway, he does a dash jump dare. Look where I am by the time he starts the dash jump. He planned for me to run into it. Like, by the way I'm playing, I'm not even doing anything, right? I'm just running away from him the whole match. I'm just walking away and just punishing what I see. It's not like I'm a very aggressive player and I'm making the same mistake. I mean, I am making the same mistakes as him sometimes, but not to the same extent. It's not like I'm just going to run into it. He doesn't even attack to where I am or where I will be. He's just assuming that I'm going to be there and throwing something up just because he wants to. It's not really very optimal. I catch him with a very free D-Light Nair, a D-Light Light. What? Look at this. Why would you throw a side sig from this far? He does a backdash, right? If he was going to side sig, he could have side sig right here if he wanted to, right? Because I do a spot dodge right away. But instead, and it probably would have been better to side light Nair or like D-Light combo or something. But he does a backdash, premeditated, and then he dashes forward with the side sig. That's such a late punish. I catch that read right here. He does a side sig. I do a side sig. He does a pretty good dare. Like, why? He does a dash jump, right? And immediately turns around. Okay, that's good. I bite onto the bait for the first time. But, and that's honestly fair too. The dash dance is fair, I guess, because he's kind of far away and I really can't do too much about it. If I D-Light right there, like if I had superhuman reaction speed, maybe, but you know, I guess it's okay. But my problem with it is he does a D-Sig so far away. Like, he's not mixing up his attacking pattern at all. He's doing a dash dance into an immediate attack, or a dash jump, he's basically doing the same thing in the start of the match. Dash jump back, dash dance into a sig, or into attack, or something. He does the same exact thing, although I'm not really keeping mind of it in the actual time of the match. This is so easy to react to, right? It's pretty telegraphed. It just looks like he's gonna do it, and I get a good punish. Very good recovery from me. Now watch this. I'm gonna replay this back. Look at this guy's options, right? He touches, he does a single jump, he does a dodge, he wastes his dodge immediately. Did he need to do that? No, it's not like I sent him to the side where I could throw my weapon at him. If I threw my weapon at him, there would be literally no point. He uses a jump. Why? Why are you jumping right here? It's not like I'm threatening him, right? What could I possibly hit him with there, right? And he just does a dive kick. Like, I'm not trying to say that this player is bad. It's just like, it's just there's a lot of unnecessary actions that if he were to fix, he definitely could have a much better chance at winning the game. Like, he destroyed me the first stock. This is obviously a good player, but he's just slipping up quite a lot, and I'm basically doing nothing. He has another jump. He could jump to the platform, which is much safer. He could go to the wall if he even wanted to, but instead he just does a dive kick into the range where I'm side-sigging. I'm constantly side-sigging this match, right? Why would you dive kick into the range of a move that I've been doing the whole match? It just doesn't really make too much sense here. So at this point, this player really, really needs to find something. He has a good chance at winning this match if he just capitalizes on my bad habits, which are like my dodging up. But in reality, I'm really only looking at what he's doing. Like, my playstyle, this match is really just determined by what he's doing. So if he just turns everything on its head and just doesn't do anything for a little bit, honestly, he has a much better chance at winning the game if he just slows down. That's fair, I guess, right? But in reality, this is just me being dumb. Dash jump back, dash dance into an immediate move. Why did I try to bite onto that? That's a very, very dumb mistake from me, right? I should know by now that that's not gonna work. Why? Well, the N-Sig is fair, right, on the edge. But I have all my options. It's not like I was gonna fall on top of him, especially with the way I'm playing. I'm just kind of running away from him. See this? I'm not really punishing at the very moment, right? I could have definitely punished there, but it's okay. I wait. See, I know right here. This is a very good example of I could have done something, but I wanted to do something else, but it ended up being good for me because I see he does the dash jump and see how he turns around immediately. He plans to dash jump back, but I just catch him with a quick D-Light. And although I didn't really expect it to hit, it was still a good idea. Why did he dare here? It's like the same thing as that dash jump dare before. I wasn't even there. See, again, dash jump back, side sig. So easy to catch. like, I get that I was in recovery frames, but since you're so late, see, like, there's no reason to, like, rush this punish. Like, since he was so far away, there's nothing really he could have hit me with here before I could jump. So if I were him, I would have dashed up to me and then read the jump, or, like, just react. As a Scythe player, you have to be more conscious of your reaction time and just dashing up to them, seeing where they go, and then punishing from there. Fair. He lands on top of me and he does a D-Sig. I guess that's okay. Because, see, yeah, he lands on top of me, right? I try to catch an immediate side light, and the D-Sig dodges it, so that was actually a pretty good option. And this is a good ground pound. I used my dodge immediately because I had to, and I just jump into his ground pound. So honestly, it was pretty good by him. But right here, like why is he dash jumping so much? Like he just threw his stage control right here, right? I believe this is a misinput, by the way. I believe he meant to reverse nair, but it's okay. But actually, it's actually not okay because he just completely threw himself off the stage. And also, I've been dodging up, so there's no reason for him to go for that read, right? He should probably just read my dodge up. Anyway, this player isn't really adapting as well as he should to win this game. He would have had a much better chance. But here, I'm just kind of spamming. Like right here, like why? This is so, like, he definitely premeditated this dash jump, right? I end-lighted, he could just end-light nair me right here off stage and reverse it. That was not a good side sig by me. If he was in the air, I shouldn't have assumed that he would fall on top of it. I should already know, especially with that D-Sig that he landed before, that he's landing on top of me, so there's no reason I should have gone for this. Watch this. That was a good by me, actually. He does a dash dance, and he immediately tries to attack me, right? And I actually took note of this. He does a dash dance into a dash jump dare. I took note of it for next time, all right? I do my thing, nice little read here, and watch this. He does the same exact thing, and I actually read this perfectly. In the audio, I said it out loud. He's just gonna dash jump dare. He did his little spiel here, his little thing, his little muscle memory, and he dash jump forward, and I just get a quick D-Sig. Remember, like, you can't, it's good to have a plan, right? But you gotta adapt when things aren't working. This guy's plan, he committed to every action, which is okay, but he needed to see what I was doing, because I wasn't really committing to anything until the end, when I knew that he was going to fall into my trap. And that's kind of the difference between why I won versus a scenario where I wouldn't have won. I was just adapting better, and I was just doing what I saw on the screen. This guy was doing way too much of what he had in his head. Anyway, I hope you learned something. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.